Opening day is finally here, which means it is the start to the 2023 Major League Baseball season. Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Rob, and we're welcome back to another franchise here of MLB, the show. The Seattle Mariners kicks off today as they begin their season at home against the Cleveland Guardians. Two teams coming off of similar seasons a year ago. Both teams made it to the playoffs, lost in the ALDS, and they're both looking to bounce back and go even further this year. Hope you guys are ready for this one. If you are, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. But Luis Castillo will get the opening day start here for the Seattle Mariners. An all-star just a year ago, posted a 2.99 ERA in 25 games, 167 strikeouts. He is the ace of the Seattle Mariners pitching staff, and he'll begin his day against the leadoff man for the Guardians, Andres Gimenez, also an all-star a season ago. First pitch of the day is in there for a strike, and we are underway. The season has begun. 2-2 count now to Gimenez up the middle. This is a slow roller to Kolten Wong playing second base, who throws off of the bag, France, and that is actually going to be ruled an infield base hit. So that'll bring up Steven Kwan up next. And 2-0 pitch to Kwan, pops a sky-high shot behind the pitcher's mound, and that is going to be caught by J.P. Crawford. Let's take a look now at the Guardians lineup. You will see projected averages on that right side. That's not in any way accurate, but we'll see Gimenez, Kwan, Jose Ramirez up next, Josh Bell is your DH, Josh Naylor at first, Oscar Gonzalez in right, Ahmed Rosario at short, George Valera in center, and then Bo Naylor behind the plate. Here is up next Jose Ramirez, who has a 2-1 pitch, and there's a pitch in the dirt. They try to steal the bag, but Cal Raleigh, defensive specialist behind the plate, guns down Gimenez. So just like that, 2 outs for Jose Ramirez, who takes a 2-2 shot deep to right center, and that took no time. This one has already been broken for a Guardians lead. Solo shot there by Jose Ramirez, 4-10 to right center. And last year's Silver Slugger had a career-high 126 RBIs. Already gets his first home run of the season. 1-0 Guardians. Next batter is Josh Bell, 2-2 count, and he can't hold off on the circle change outside. He strikes out, and the Guardians get one in the top of the inning thanks to Jose Ramirez. On the mound for them to start will be the 2020 AL Cy Young Award winner Shane Bieber, who posted another great season a year ago, 2.88 ERA, only a 1.04 WHIP, 36 walks all year. That is incredible, to say the least. He is the ace of this Guardians pitching staff, and he'll begin his day against the former Brewer Kolten Wong, who steps into the batter's box. Full count pitch to Wong, and he swings and misses on a low circle changeup, first out of the day for Shane Bieber. Next will be J.P. Crawford. 1-1 pitch to Crawford. Chopper up the middle. Makes good contact, but it's good range over there by Gimenez, who gets him by a half step for the second out of the inning. And just like that, we'll take a look at the Mariners lineup. Wong, Crawford next up, Ty France, and then the superstar Julio Rodriguez. Tasker Hernandez is in right. A.J. Pollock in left. Eugenio Suarez is at third. We already seen Cal Raleigh behind the plate. And the DH today is Tommy La Stella. Ty France up next, 1-0 pitch to him, gets jammed inside on the fastball, weak into foul territory, and enough space for Naylor to make the grab. The Mariners go down 1-2-3. Top 2 now here with the Guardians. Josh Naylor steps into the batter's box, who hit 256, 2079 a season ago, and he's not going to waste any time. First pitch swinging, puts it into left field right in front of Pollock, and another leadoff base runner for the Guardians. That brings up Oscar Gonzalez to the batter's box, who only played in 91 games for the Guardians a year ago, but hit a nice 296. So Guardians are hoping they can get a full season out of that, but that's not how they wanted him to start. Strike 3 on the high fastball gets him. And now bring up Ahmed Rosario, who led the majors last year with 9 triples. 1-2 count to Rosario. He gets jammed inside on a circle change, but this one's actually going to bloop into center. Nobody's going to be able to get to it, and there's a little bit of a fluky base hit for Rosario. Unlucky for Luis Castillo. Well, that'll put runners now on the corners. 1 outs for George Valera. The number 36 prospect in baseball makes his MLB debut here. Guardians fans are very excited to see what Valera has in store, but he starts his career by striking out on the low pitch. 2 outs now for Bo Naylor, who on his first pitch hits one into right field, but that's going to allow Hernandez to get underneath it, and they are stranded on the corners. Bottom 2, Julio Rodriguez, his first at-bat of the season. The Mariners Rookie of the Year a season ago. Gets a 1-1 pitch. Chopper up to second base, and that one's going to be fielded, and he'll be put away on the 4-3. That brings up the former Blue Jay Teoscar Hernandez, who was acquired via trade in the offseason. He will be manning that right field spot for them this year. 2-1 pitch to him. High cutter, but he can't get to it. Late on it. That's a fly ball for Josh Naylor at first. Now 2 away for the left fielder, A.J. Pollock, 245, 14 homers, 56 RBIs with the White Sox last year. 1-2 pitch to him, and he slaps one perfectly right into the arms of Jimenez. So the Mariners make a good contact. They just can't get the ball to drop. We'll stay with them. Bottom 3 now. Eugenio Suarez will step into the batter's box, the power bat of this Mariners lineup. He takes a slider on the ground over there to short, and fielded cleanly by Rosario, who throws him out at first. And the Mariners have yet to get their first hit of the ball game. Cal Raleigh will now step into the batter box, willing to change that. 3-0 pitch to Raleigh, and he will look at ball 4. 4-pitch walk gets the Mariners their first base runner of the day. And I'll bring up Tommy La Stella into the batter's box. The DH here today, the lefty, gets the start. 1-0 pitch from Bieber, deals up the middle, a chopper right behind second base, and that's going to be a 4-6-3 double play, and the Mariners go down again, a 1-2-3. We'll go a little bit later into this ball game now. Top 6, Bell at the plate is going to look at strike 3. Castillo starting to settle down a little bit. He's giving up some hits today, but is yet to give up another run. As Josh Naylor now steps in, 1 for 2 on the day, single back in the second, and he's going to get another single here today, 2 for 3. That one slapped on the right side of the infield, a 1-out single. And that's, again, going to bring up Oscar Gonzalez. 1-0 pitch to Gonzalez. He gets jammed inside, but again, bloops this one through the infield. Another bloop single for the Guardians. They're just getting the ball to land in the perfect positions. Now Castillo in a little bit of a danger spot, but Rosario, chopper over to short. J.P. Crawford fields it, and he throws it into the right field grass. Should have been 2, should have been the end of the inning. But instead now, bases loaded, 1 out. Rosario acting like he actually did something for George Valera. 0 for 2 on the day. A big spot here for the rookie, but he's not going to do it. 1-1 pitch, 1 slaps right over to first baseman Ty France, who fields that one on a line. And now bases loaded, 2 outs for Bo Naylor. 0 for 2 on the day, 0 for 10 in his career. But he's not going to do it against Castillo. He's actually going to be pulled here, getting tired. We're going to turn it over to the phantom ball player, Penn Murphy, the best guy in that bullpen for the Mariners last year, 299. He needs to try to strand the runner. Full count to Naylor. Naylor slaps this one down the left field line. Runners were going as well, and this is definitely trouble. Rounding second, and that is going to be a bases clearing double for Bo Naylor. What a time to get your first major league hit. 4-0 now in favor of the Guardians. And that double play error comes back in a huge way. Next batter, Jimenez, does fly out to left, but this game has been busted wide open here in the top of the 6th. We'll see if the Mariners have any sort of answer in the bottom half of the frame. 0-1 pitch to La Stella is chopped over to first base, and a nice sliding stop by Naylor, who throws over to Bieber to record the first out. Bieber still looking incredible today, only giving up 2 hits to this point. Wong can't do anything either. He grounds out to his fellow shortstop second baseman, in Jimenez. And that's a quick 2 down for J.P. Crawford. First pitch swinging, gets a nice curveball, drives it deep to right. This one is going to be caught just in range for Gonzalez. The Mariners have had unlucky contact today, and well, we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th here. Colton Wong steps into the batter's box. Shane Bieber still on the mound on pitch 98. Wong turns on it to right, but Gonzalez is just there again. Just can't get the ball to fall. Next pitch, Crawford, another inside fastball. He pulls this one to right, but this one is actually going to get down, and this one's going to get for extra bases into the corner. Crawford makes it into second base on a 1-out double. Mariners trying not to be shut out today. Now it's up to Ty France. 2-2 pitch to France. Runner 180 feet away. And this one is going to be shot into the left center gap. That's going to get down, and the Mariners will get a run on the board. An RBI single by Ty France. Makes it a 3-run game here in the 9th. And after 100-plus pitches, that's going to do it for Shane Bieber. But now that's a save situation. The Guardians are going to turn it over to the 2022 Reliever of the Year, Emmanuel Clase, one of the most dominant closers in baseball. 42 saves a season ago, less than a 1 whip. Well, he's got to start off against Julio Rodriguez. Superstar versus superstar, 2-2 count, and Rodriguez cannot connect on the slider. 0 for 4 day for Julio. That means the Mariners now lie in the hands of Teoscar Hernandez. He is 1 for 3 on the day, singled back in the 5th. 0-2 count to Hernandez, and he also can't connect on the low slider. That'll be your ball game. The Guardians win opening day by a final score of 4-1. Just an overall good performance by the Guardians. Obviously, Bieber went 8 1/3 innings, almost got the complete game. They just could not hit him. 1 run on 5 hits, 2 errors for the Mariners. That error was definitely costly. Well, the Guardians had 4 runs on 12 hits. Bieber gets the win, Castillo the loss, and Clase gets the save in his first game of the season. Player of the game definitely goes to Shane Bieber, and just couldn't get the bats going until a little bit late, and that's just a tough game. Bieber and Clase, 2 great pitchers. Hopefully that's not a trend. Going to game 2 where the Guardians win that one as well, 4-2 in 10 innings, and this one also came down to another costly error. Topa gave up 2 runs, but only one of them was earned, and as you can see, Crawford had another error this game. Not saying it was his fault, but that's not a good start for his defensive. We do win game 3 by a final score of 9-5. Pollock, 2 home runs and 3 RBIs in this one was our driving force, as Gilbert's able to get the win. And before we get to the 4th game, today is a day to set scouting assignments. So our first look at the 2023 MLB draft. I cannot wait to get to know these players. If you've watched my series in the 4, we go pretty in depth with the prospects before the draft. I will show you guys some of the top ones, who I'm interested in, and a couple of college prospect previews, so you don't want to miss that. We have the 22nd pick in this year's draft, as well as the 31st, and we're going to target middle infield and relief pitching. I think that's what we need to focus on first. Speaking of first, the first prospect we're going to take a look at is Bucky Gonzalez. He's a left fielder, 27th ranked in the class, so that would be after our pick. He's got very high potential, but he's very wide gap. I'd like to get to know him. He looks like he can really hit right-handed pitching, so he will be our first guy to potential scout. Back to the Major League Club, though. We do win Game 4 and split the series. Final score 2-1 in this one. Rodriguez went 2 for 3 with a home run and an RBI and helped drive us, with Robbie Ray also pitching well. But next episode, we're going to have a home series against the Angels and a road series against the Guardians. We'll start to pick up the pace a little bit. Just wanted to do one series today since it was opening day, but that's also how this will go. I usually play 1 game per series and usually play 2 series per episode. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Mariners franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.